In the quaint village of Eldridge, nestled between misty mountains and ancient forests, lived a young couple, Elara and Rowan. Their love was the kind of pure, unbreakable bond that legends often spoke of. Elara, with her raven black hair and emerald eyes, was the village healer, while Rowan, strong and gentle, was the blacksmith. One moonlit night, as Elara tended to her garden, she found a peculiar flower, its petals shimmering with an otherworldly light. Intrigued, she plucked it, unaware that this act would awaken an ancient malevolent spirit that had been trapped within the flower for centuries. The spirit, known as Nyxara, was a being of darkness and envy. Her jealousy of the living and their capacity for love was boundless. Freed by Elara's innocent touch, Nyxara vowed to destroy what she could never have. She set her sights on Elara and Rowan, determined to sever their bond and plunge their love into despair. That night, as Rowan slept, Nyxara whispered dark dreams into his mind, filling his heart with irrational doubts and fears about Elara's loyalty. Rowan awoke, troubled and distant, the seed of distrust planted deep within him. Elara, sensing his unease, tried to console him, but her efforts were in vain. The love that had once flowed so freely between them now seemed tainted. Days turned into weeks, and Nyxara's influence grew stronger. Elara and Rowan's once harmonious home was now filled with silence and sorrow. Elara, desperate to save their love, sought the counsel of the village elder, an old woman named Maelis, who was rumored to have knowledge of the supernatural. Maelis listened intently, and then revealed the truth about the spirit and the flower. Nyxara's power can only be broken by a sacrifice of true love, she said gravely. One of you must willingly give their life to save the other. Elara's heart ached at the thought, but she knew what she had to do. She decided to confront Nyxara and end the torment once and for all. That night, under the full moon, she journeyed to the ancient forest where Nyxara's presence was strongest. "Nyxara," Elara called out, her voice unwavering. "I know you're here. I offer my life in exchange for Rowan's freedom from your curse." The spirit materialized before her, a wraith-like figure with eyes that glowed like embers. "You would give your life for him?" Nyxara hissed, both amazed and scornful. "Yes," Elara replied firmly. "I love him more than life itself." Nyxara laughed, a sound like cracking ice. "So be it." In a flash, Nyxara's dark energy engulfed Elara, her life force draining away. But as Elara fell, she felt a strange sense of peace, knowing Rowan would be free. Back in their home, Rowan woke with a start, the dark clouds of doubt lifting from his mind. He realized what Elara had done and ran to the forest, calling her name. He found her lying on the ground, her body cold and lifeless. Grief-stricken, he cradled her in his arms, tears streaming down his face. "Elara, my love," he whispered, his voice breaking. "Why did you do this?" As the first light of dawn broke through the trees, Rowan knew he had lost the most precious thing in his life. His heart filled with an unbearable sorrow, he vowed to honor Elara's sacrifice by living a life of kindness and love, hoping that in another world they would meet again, free from the curses of this one.